Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, goodness me. In the current timeline, as far as I'm aware, I am still Moonfeather Blue, fantasy writer, a magical library in human skin. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. Hello, everybody. Hello, Ashley. Greetings and salutations. Hello, PK Demo. It's so lovely to see you for a long overdue brainstorming stream. Hi, Blue. Hello, Kayume. So lovely to see you. Yes, it has been quite some time since we have done a brainstorming stream. Sorry, I am a bit floaty this evening. A bit floaty. Yeah, I ate a whole pepperoni pizza. It was not the wisest decision, but it is one I do not regret. Yet. I'm sure I'll be regretting it most vehemently by 3 a.m. Yes, I never mean to eat a whole pizza. It's just one of those things that happens. So, yes, our brainstorming. I was going through a few old brainstorming streams the other day to I was looking for some particular moments to try to help put something together that I have in mind. I don't know whether or not I'm going to keep going with it, but I'm still thinking about it. Look at Blue being all vague. So very vague. But there was so much fun, the chats having so much fun with the brainstorming, and it is fun to do. And I guess I just sort of slipped out of it around oh yes, the last brainstorming stream would have happened before Small One 2 was born, wouldn't it? It's a long, long time ago now. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure. I hope there were streams that were enjoyed a fair amount. So yes, bringing them back, and as per usual, if we can call doing it 4 times before being usual, we will brainstorm around a certain topic. Pretty much anything goes. Pretty much anything goes. Just be kind to Blue, okay? Be kind to Blue. And brainstorm around this particular topic. I think pretty much anyone can jump in with ideas for everyone else's ideas and just build up a nice big page of brainstorming. And then, if Blue's up to it at the end, she'll have a go at putting together an outline for a shorty story herself. But yes, then we can all go away and we can write a short story if we'd like to. And in a couple of weeks or 2 months, or 2 months seems like a sensible amount of time, we can come back for a reading stream of all of your lovely stories. So, shall we just jump in? So, I remember us talking at one point about, I'm not sure if it was animal companions in particular or just animals and having an magical animal related brainstorming stream, but I thought, yes, animal companions. You know, all Disney princesses have them. Most magical girls have them. Oh, yes. I said anyone in fantasy has a magical animal companion. But, yes, not quite. But I imagine we'd all like them, particularly if they are ridiculously overpowered. And, you know, I kind of like the idea of an animal companion being tougher than the hero. Oh, dear. Maybe before we get into too much of the actual brainstorming, go away. How about we just think about some of our favorite animal companions? And I will just go for the obvious, of course, and say Luna from Sailor Moon. Or do I have to say Luna, Artemis, and Diana from Sailor Moon? One of my personal favorite ones from fantasy stories is Faithful, the black cat from Song of the Lioness Quartet. I love those books. I love those books. They were some of the first sort of high fantasy that I ever really read. I think I might have even read them before Lord of the Rings, and they kind of, I think they gave me the oomph to give Lord of the Rings a go. All cats so far. All cats. Who else is there? Do we count the weird animal companions like Cube? Did I even spell that correctly? Who knows? Magical. Cube, otherwise known as the spawn of all things evil. Still counts as a magical, overpowered animal companion. I know Luna, Artemis, Diana aren't exactly overpowered. These are just animal companions. Let's just go famous animal companions. Because we can. Okay, if anyone else thinks of any that like, oh, Cube definitely was overpowered. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, definitely animal companion. I'm not sure what animal they are best represented by. Probably cat. A cat dog. Puppy cat. Does puppy cat count as a... Yeah, puppy cat counts. Though one might argue that puppy cat is actually the main character. So, if you think of more, we can pop back and pop them in. Doopy 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 doo. I just put these two very basic ideas to get us started. So, a nightingale with healing powers, and it sings it reverses time around a wound until it completely vanishes, can even bring victims... I didn't say even. I should probably say even. Even bring victims back to life, although victim needs to have been dead no more than a couple of hours. The perfect companion for any fantasy quest. This sounds almost like a pet shop. A pet shop for magical companions. Given most of them are sentient, I'm not sure that's the best idea. I just have to pop it down, though. Oh, he brings an interesting question to take into consideration. Why does the companion need someone to channel their power? Oh, that is a fair point. Although maybe they don't actually need someone else to channel their power. They're just very helpful. They want to help. Oh, like some magical girl's version of Pet Shop of Horrors. Oh yes, something like that. Oh, now I see what the thumbnail came from. Where did the thumbnail come from? I just threw a cat and a sword on the page. I can only think of Salem from Sabrina, but he was technically an animal. He can count. He can count. He can be an honorary at least. Honorable mention. But yes, the nightingale with healing powers. Any effect on illness or strictly an injury healer? I'm guessing this is more an injury healer, because if you tried to sing to cure an illness, you'd be singing them back age-wise as well. I suppose that could be a possibility. Maybe to work on illness. I can't think right now. Please be kind to me. To work on illness, sing back person in time. To be forgot. I can type properly. I don't need to say before got ill. Before they got ill. Can this be done to simply age people backwards? Or does it only work when there's illness present? Oh, small mammoth that remains as heavy and as strong as a regular sized one. Yay! Mammoth it is. I love a good mammoth. Oh, tiny. Oh, hold on. Mammoth, tiny in size and mammoth in strength. Teeny tiny adorable mammoth. How small are we talking? How small? As in could sit on your shoulder but don't want them to because they will crush you? Like hold in palm size? Like size of a tiny kitten? Kitten mammoth? As a European, it's my citizenship to mention the Kwamis from Miraculous. Oh, I love Ladybug so much. I am able to watch it less and less currently because Small 1-1 is, you know, highly hyperfixated on it at the moment. And so it's at least, 3 to 4 Ladybug episodes a day for her. And she's got a habit of picking the same ones over and over and over again. And we haven't even seen all of season 6 yet because we don't have all of the episodes on our TV. I want to know what happened. I want to know what order the episodes are in because they don't give them to us in order. Yeah, they count. Mummies from... What's the proper title? Tales of the Miraculous? Oh, no, Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Let's just call it Miraculous. I love the Kwamis. Tiki is just the sweetest. And Flag is great. Tiny adorable mammoth. Pocket-sized. If sits on shoulder, would crush you. So, despite small size, retains weight and strength of full-sized counterparts. So it's like they've imploded. They're like a black hole of mammoths, just everything pushed inwards, except maintaining sweet mammoth exterior, not all sort of squished in. Yes, mammoth squished into head of pin. Let's not do that. Why don't you like how I'm saying retains? Readability may be enhanced by using keeps. Pro writing aid now works on all of my things. Most of the time that's a good thing, but right now, please. Yes, I see now. You can't see everything. It's underlining lots of things for me, and it's yelling at me in blue and orange underline saying, "Do better than you're currently doing," and I am trying. Okay. So, if you get any more ideas for Nightingale, toss them out, and for the mammoth as well, and a kitten with an affinity for blades. So, yes, I figured we should talk about the kitten on the thumbnail, so we popped this one in there. So the most affectionate kittens make the most lethal assassins, but then I'm wondering, how do they hold the knives? Then I remember there's Puss in Boots in Shrek. Does he count as an animal companion? Why are we only thinking of cats? I guess it kind of counts. Or... they're all cats or cat-like. Cats just make the best animal companions. I mean, what is it? There's the... Pascal. Chameleon? Is it a chameleon? Can I even spell chameleon? Hehe, Pascal the chameleon from Tangled. I like them. Oh, I think Jake the dog from Adventure Time counts as overpowered. Able to freely change in size is surprisingly effective. Oh yes, definitely counts. Jake the dog from Adventure Time. Yay! I keep meaning to watch more of that. I do. But whenever it sort of pops on, and it's the same thing with so many random cartoons that, I sit down and the TV is on and they are on, and it somehow manages to be the same episode every time that I've already seen. And there are so many episodes, but yet somehow it is always the same one. A cat that stumbled upon a blade of Muramasa. A blade of Muramasa. Who is Muramasa? This seems like something I should know. Blade of Muramasa. Oh, I know you're the AI overview. Go away. Let's go to Wiki. Wiki is better. Muramasa, commonly known as Sengo Muramasa, famous swordsmith who founded the Muramasa school and lived during the Muromachi period in Kuwana, Ise province, Japan. Current Kuwana in Mie. Okay. Cool swordsmith. We like cool swordsmiths. Okay. This cat. Cat. Kitten stumbled upon a blade of Muramasa. I feel like this should be capitalized. Because, you know, it's impolite not to capitalize someone's name. Unless in their culture it shouldn't be capitalized. We can capitalize it. So it's a magical blade of Muramasa, so in the possession... Whoever possesses this blade becomes a master. Paws. Whether they hold it in hands, claws, or paws. But how do they get a grip on it? Is it just because they're a master and it'll just stick to the paw? Is that what we're going with? Oh, so Muramasa is this legendary blade maker, and his swords are rumored to be cursed and manipulate the wielder into satiating its hunger for blood. Oh no. Blood-hungry kitten. When I was originally making the title, I was considering just going with that rodent's dynamite. Cursed blade makes kitten satiate its bloodlust. Extremely effective due to feline natural grace and hunting instincts. Oh yes, it would. Yes, would work very well with the blade. Feline natural grace and hunting instincts work well with this blade. Well, if one piece is to go by, the cat could hold the blade in its mouth, perhaps? Paws would be an issue. Yes, I am all for ridiculous magics, but I do kind of like some sort of small grounding in reality. Oh dear, oh dear. It's really kitten. If you think of any cool adventures for this cool adventures for this kitten, my main thought was just becoming, you know, the world's most lethal mouser and just stabbing the rats. Get the nickname, Rat Stabber. Oh dear, and if it's a long blade, why is my monitor shaking so much? We don't generally get earthquakes here. That's a lie, I think they happen now and then, but I don't remember ever feeling an earthquake here. Plenty in Japan, not so many here. So, just wondering about the mammoth. Is the hero, or, you know, hero ally to whom they are a companion, are they exempt from being affected by its massive weight? So would they be able to carry it in their pocket quite easily or on their shoulder, but, you know, toss it at an enemy and it just crushes them? So kind of, it's sad. It's sad to think that they could be, you know, best friends and everything, but well, I suppose, oh, even if it didn't affect him, it would still affect, you know, beds or blankets, so it'd be very difficult to snuggle. We need a way to overcome this. Oh, we can make the kitty battle to... Ah! Why did you do this? I had, you know, quite happily not thought about that for probably a few weeks. It's got to be a record. We could make the kitty battle the VHS rat at an epic duel of curses. Okay, you said it. I have to type it. But now, I'm just going to have it in my head. And do I have to imitate it now for your entertainment? Everyone knows the VHS rat. a game. I don't know if it was many places aside from Australia, but I received it as a gift when I was a child, and it terrified me to the point that even coming out of my room and into the living room and seeing it stacked with the games made me feel sick, but I didn't think there was anything I could do about it. So the game just haunted my whole childhood. I'm sorry. Yeah, do I have to do the rat now? Do I have, oh, and now I could just see it, like the screen, like the whole game. You know, it's a timed game and you're playing the game trying to beat him and he's just eating this screen full of cheese and you're seeing the cheese disappear and the screen is getting blacker and blacker and he like pokes his head through the hole in the middle and it's like, why did anyone think this was a good idea? I just don't know. Okay, sorry, I'll be the rat briefly. Just give me a sec. Who's go? Who's go? Who's about to have a throw? Say cheese! Cheese. The terror is just horrific. Almost, not quite, like a combination of claymation and puppets. It's grey with massive ears. And it's, why? Make the kitty battle a VHS rat in an epic duel of curses. Well, assuming they kill it. Sorry. Pocket mammoth cues enemy getting crushed by a few tons of tiny woolly mammoth. Does a tiny woolly mammoth donate its wool for crochet purposes and makes really, really strong crochet? Would you be able to crochet armor out of its wool? I know the strength was mainly just from the strength of an actual woolly mammoth, but it'd be nice if, you know, strength from the woolly strength. Oh, be thankful you've got the PAL release. The NTS serialies have games of 10 minutes instead of 15, telling you to get 10 pieces of the puzzle instead of 8. We had quite a cruel punishment. Oh dear. Return every piece of the puzzle. Happens half a minute before the end. What is the amount of turns equal to your age? Ugh. I think like someone would yell pocket sand. Pocket sand. Pocket sand. That to do with mammoth? Sorry, I'm slightly lost already. We don't even have too much going on and I'm already lost. Also, the game was made by the same company made the Atmosphere series. For some reason, the Atmosphere ones didn't scare me nearly as much as the rat. Do we have to give animal companion? Evil rat spirit from board game. Okay. Counts as an overpowered animal companion, I'm sure, if he's able to, you know, make people feel fear 15, 20 years after they last saw him. Oh dear. Oh, it is sort of like a long, what's the term? Slow burn curse. But how useful is that really as an animal companion? And who would want this as their animal companion? Was an honorary mention. The immortal snail. An immortal snail? Do I know the immortal snail? Is that one that goes up here with famous animal companions, or is that a new one for us? Something there. Oh, it's a thought experiment. It's a thought experiment? Thought experiment. Sorry, I'm just looking at the... like a... the Immortal Snail is titular main antagonist of the Immortal Snail series of... It's a meme! Okay. It's a snail granted immortality that stalks its victims for eternity unless it comes into contact with them, in which case it will kill them instantly. Okay. I thrive knowing you will never rest. Oh dear. That is a rather vindictive snail. Oh, it originated from Gavin from Rooster Teeth. That's interesting. Not surprising. I think the snail goes up here. Famous animal companions. Mortal snail from the internet. Oh, it could be very powerful, but you need to make a contract with it and offer it something. Oh, is this the rat? Ooh. Make a contract. Make a contract with me. Oh. Oh, I really want to put my animal companion from Main Magical Project, but better not. She also offers contracts, but she is not evil as Cubey is. She tries to read them all the fine print. That they get bored and don't listen. Assuming the mammoth has its compressed weight spread equally, the master can make blankets from its wool and trap the enemies under its sheer weight. Ooh. Crockett. Crochet. Spread equally. This is nice. Until we had to add the evil rat spirit from a board game. I think it's almost more like a... How do I spell it? Ouija board game. Contact the rat spirit. Oh, for sure. The Schrodinger's cat could make an interesting companion. Ooh, I like this. But now I have to type Schrodinger, which I'm not gonna do. Except I'm gonna have to do it, but without the cute little dots over the O. I was hoping it would tell me it's wrong, give me the correct spelling, but Schrodinger's cat. So the cat has the ability... Oh no, it's a misconception, isn't it, that the cat both exists and doesn't exist at the same time? I forget what it actually was. I used to have a shirt that said Schrodinger's cat is alive on the front and Schrodinger's cat is not alive on the back. I probably shouldn't have worn it if I didn't know exactly how the thought experiment worked. Both alive and dead at the same time? What are the implications of this? Does that mean can sort of go into spirit mode? Oh, a pet rock with googly eyes, which never moves when observed, yet somehow is always around. A little like... what is that from... SCP, the cement monster sort of thing. Pet rock. Sorry. Where did I go? Who knows? Googly eyes. Never observed moving, yet it's always around. It sees all. Coming back. to literary examples. There's Radamenes from Seven Wishes. Help him in an hour of peril and he'll grant you any 7 wishes, 1 per week. And yes, that's another kitty. So many kitties! So many kitty cats! Well, yeah. They did kind of domesticate themselves. It kind of makes sense that they'd want to hang around and help out, I guess. It's like, you know, they really need our help, don't they? These humans. They need all the help they can get. Let's go. Wishes. Also, for some reason in some translations he's called Radama. Huh. Translations are interesting. My younger sibling is far more proficient at Japanese than I, and we were watching some anime this evening, and you know, she did make the comment at one point that, you know, she gave a far better translation than what was used in this show. And yes, it was far better. It's like, these people could have done better. I don't like to heckle people. I don't like to heckle, but, you know, do better than you're currently doing. Oh, dearie me. Oh, no. Is that a yawn coming? Please. It's only 11:30. It's only 11:30. Come on. You can do better than that, Blue. Okay, we've got the lovely mammoth. We've got the assassin kitten. We have our healing nightingale, whose inspiration should be clear. The rat. The rat. I don't want to talk much more about the rat. I'd be interested to get some more ideas with Schrodinger's cat and how being both alive and dead at the same time, or whatever the thought experiment actually means, because I think this isn't quite it, is it? The pet rock with the googly eyes. Makes me think of Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I need to watch again, because the only time I've watched it, I was chasing small ones everywhere, so I wasn't able to pay very close attention. And I think that's a movie you sort of need to pay attention with. Yeah, I have trouble watching English shows without pondering over the translation, especially after getting my translator contract. Ooh, is that a recent thing? Congratulations if it is, and even if it's not, congratulations. Well, how about, as another option, as opposed to coming up with fully fleshed out ideas, we could always, you know, list of animals we want to have as companions. And we could also list overpowered abilities, and we could, you know, match them up and then type a bit about them. Powered abilities with which to bestow to bestow upon animal companions. And just to start, let's go with stoat. Crow. Okay, crow. The pet rock is somehow immune to all harm. Yet, harm, magic, physics, and effects. No X in effects, unless you're spelling it with an X. Which we are not. Get me the simple rock with googly eyes. Well, I suppose you could almost use it as like a shield, couldn't you? If you hold it in front of you, it can absorb magical easy effects if held in front of you. Oh dear. It sees all. It sees all. That makes me think it has... If it's a simple rock with googly eyes, it doesn't have... It can't have incredible intelligence or anything, can it? Oh, that's a good one. Let's just go with super intelligence. Okay, let's think of a list of overpowered abilities, a list of animals, then we can match them up and make some fun animal companion characters. Free for anyone to use as they will. Because, you know, we like to share. We like to share. Oh no, it is another yawn. Excuse me, sorry. We already sort of have super strength from the mammoth, but let's just pop it down there. How much would the Zords from Power Rangers count? They are mechs, but based on animals. And in some series they are said to have their own feelings and will. I'd say at least an honourable mention. Honourable mention. Zords. Mixed with feelings and will. Honourable mention. No P's in mention. Pocket dimension! Oh my goodness, my magical cat companion from my magical project has pocket dimension. But it's not just her, all of her cat people sort of things have it. She's not really a cat technically. She just is, you know, the same genetically as a cat in almost every way. Well, not genetically, is it? It's appearance. It wouldn't be genetically. Pocket dimension. Pocket dimension kangaroo. For some reason I just was convinced that I spelled kangaroo wrong. I'm like, why would I spell kangaroo wrong? Okay, let's just make that combination. Cancarolo. Goodness, what happened there? So, as advertised. Why? No, I know you're all supposed to be italicized. There we go. So, kangaroo that can hold everything in pouch. How do we? I always wondered about these pocket dimensions. How do we get what we need out? If it's stuffed like the cargo hold of an what are they called? Cargo ship. Or something. Oh, also, I find the idea of something being so dumb or oblivious, all magical mental abilities fail. Oh, the embodiment of no thoughts, head empty. Oh, so that is sort of like a magical power, or is that in relation to the pet rock again? Magical powers. Superpower. No thoughts. Head empty. Repels. Y equals. Repels all magical and mental attacks. Oh dear. What do good animals have that? What's a good... We probably want to go with a traditionally very intelligent animal. What are the most intelligent animals? Dolphins. Mice? Or is that just Douglas Adams? Hold on. Most intelligent animals. Skip the AI. Oh, how stuff works. Okay. Top 30 smartest animals in the world. Humans is number 1. Chimpanzees, dolphins, orangutans, elephants, crows. I think it'd be mean to make the crow the head empty one. But then pigs. I keep forgetting that pigs are quite intelligent. Pigs, rats, octopi. I love octopi. Squirrels. That's unexpected but very cool. African grey parrots, bonobos, dogs, bees, cats, whales, horses, wolves, sea lions, ravens, capuchin monkeys, baboons, raccoons. Feels like those were put one after the other on purpose. Ants! Llamas! This is extract of llama! Hyenas, cuttlefish, gorillas, magpies. I knew magpies were quite intelligent. Oh, no, I just got reminded of how smooth-brained koalas are and came up with that. Oh, poor koalas. Poor koalas. Monkeys. Yes, many different types of primates on that list. We can just go monkey. Monkey. Who else from that list do we want? I like raccoons. Magical companion ant army. Whale. Let's figure out how we can do a magical companion whale. How that would work. Or an octopus. That's funnier. And apparently smarter. Oh no. Stop yawning, Blue. Stop it. You're doing it on purpose. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Although Small One 2 did nap on me for about 3 hours today. I didn't really nap. Normally I'm pretty good at napping while he is, but just couldn't pull it off today. So yes, if anyone has any good ideas of how we get what we need out of a kangaroo's pocket dimension, please let me know. Also, another thing we should think about are how these pets work, what their, well, in inverted commas, masters would be like, and what sort of quests they'd be involved in. That would be fun. Lots more to think about. I should have made more of a list of stuff to think about. But yes, if you have an idea about the kangaroo's quest and role in the story, relationship with its human, or for all the other ones, you don't have to think about the evil rat spirit. I don't particularly want to go into more detail there. If you have any ideas, I guess you can tell me, but yeah, let's think about the mammoth. The mammoth's much cuter. Let's hypothesize a mammoth's role in a cool quest. I suppose it doesn't even have to be a quest. It's an animal companion. I suppose most people with an animal companion would be on some sort of mission. Oh, is this kitten and this rat going to cross paths now? And the nightingale, which is kind of boring. I'm sorry. I was just like, what's something I can put down really quickly? Ooh, a whale that swims in the air or on land, but the land actor... Oh, it turns the land into liquid around it. I love it, and it makes me twitch. So it must be good. Okay. Can swim through all terrain. Swims through sea and air, but also through land, and causes the land to turn liquidy as it moves through it. Does it go back to its normal state after it passes, or does it kind of freeze in the state it was left in when the whale finishes moving through it? Oh, the kangaroo could be a merchant's companion and use the pocket dimension as storage. Very, very useful. Ooh, a merchant's companion uses the pocket dimension as storage for goods. See them setting up their setting up their caravans and stalls, just everything pulling out of that pouch. I hope it's not uncomfortable, everything being pulled out, particularly when it's the things coming out are larger in size than the poor kangaroo itself. Oh dear. Stop yawning. You're going to make everyone else yawn. Yeah, I've been wondering more and more whether I should just, you know, leave my goal of trying to write a novel by the end of September, because I'm just so tired all the time. I just don't know. I just don't know if it's possible. I know I will never get anything done if I don't try to do these sort of things, but it just... Is it worth making myself sick over? Part of me would say yes, but another part would say a huge, resounding no. I think it behaves like liquid, but everything remains. Stones are still as hard as stones. Trees remain rooted, yet they bend and move like water around the whale. That's a lovely way to phrase it. Where is our whale? There you are. You should be italicized. You deserve that italification? It's a word now. Okay, so stones remain as stones. Trees remain rooted. Yet they bend and move like water around the whale. And freaks everyone out. Oh, just imagine the size of a quest party if they're able to ride the whale. Massive quest party size opportunity. Sounds like I'm trying to sell them again. How big will your fellowship be? So we got our whale, we got our kangaroo, we've used our pocket dimension. What do we call this whale? Awesome swimming. So, temporary liquefaction? I don't know. Ability to swim anywhere. That'll do. Doopy 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 doo. I feel like we should give someone... I should not talk while I'm yawning. I'm so sorry. Super intelligence. Who should we give super intelligence? And I still want to do a companion ant army. Not quite sure what the power is yet, but let's just pop them down here so I don't forget about them. And army. Let's got the ant there. But. I'm sure I used to take lists of magical powers and now like nothing is coming to mind. I am just going to look it up. List of magical powers. Stop it, AI overview. I have a superpower wiki. That sounds good. Let's go with superpower wiki. Oh no, too bright. Uh-oh. Too much. A super intelligent raccoon that uses its intelligence for schemes. Ooh, super villain raccoon. But all it wants is to steal chips. Raccoon. Raccoon. How many languages does it speak? Why is that? All capitals, all intelligent raccoon, lowercase. Uses immense intelligence for scheming. Super villain? Well, the ant army could be used for intel, espionage, stalking. Oh yes. Uses include intel, espionage, stalking. Oh dear. Not too much stalking, I hope. Oh dear. Excuse me. And so super intelligence would probably have to be here to be able to do these. So hive mind, super intelligence. Because I just love hive minds. Understands master's instructions. Can navigate massive cities. Like super elaborate, complex, multifaceted ski settle for the simplest or pettiest goals. That sounds about right. So how does this raccoon get roped into being a an animal companion for some form of hero? It could be for a villain. So it'd be frustrating for the villain to have this as their animal companion when he won't put any of his ingenuity towards evil schemes. It's just all about pettiness. Pettiness. Well, you know, food. Probably mostly about trash. Trash panda. You got offered 3 meals a day. Oh, okay. Services retained by offer of 3 meals a day. Oh. If compared to a villain would get quite frustrated that the raccoon never directs its ingenuity towards actual evil schemes. It became magical by drinking random potions people threw in the trash. Excellent. Excellent origin story for this super intelligent raccoon. Well, I put it as an example, and I feel like we have to plop it here. An exploding ferret. So, thoughts. Exploding does not kill the ferret. No ferrets were harmed in the, what do they call it? In the process of this brainstorming. Disclaimers. But still drinks random potions in the trash despite not being smart enough to know it's a bad idea. Ah, brilliant. Dead Spite. That sounds like a superhero name or a supervillain name. Dead Spite. Dead Spite. Dead Spite. Sorry, I just need to... Sorry, I just struck by a need to look at that word combination together. Sorry. Dead Spite. Sorry, this is doing something to me. I don't know what it is. It's nothing, you know, nothing worth getting arrested over. It's just I don't know. Feels like this belongs on a book cover. I don't know. Sorry, that was a weird moment. Dead spite. Dead spite. Dead spite. Despite now knowing very well that it's a bad idea. I'm sorry. Weird word combination. Word combinations can do things. They can do things. You know, the full-on cellar door sort of thing. Not that I thought dead spite was a particularly beautiful combination of words, but it's a combination of words that did something in my brain. Goodness me, that was weird. Sorry. Okay, exploding ferrets. Feels like an exploding ferret's a sort of animal companion no one wants, but it's desperate to be included and help out. Tracks the party and keeps trying to prove its worth. Oh, depending on what the ferret eats, the explosion effect varies. Explosions vary depending on what the ferret eats. So I take it pepperoni pizzas are a bad idea. It's good blue is not a ferret. I think my favorite pizza toppings ever are the pepperoni and the mushroom together, but this place does not have pepperoni and mushroom, and blue, you know, does not want to pay extra for mushroom. And it should just be included anyway. Huh. I have on my desk, and now currently in my hands, a lovely wooden bird. Just featureless. It's just the shape. And it's designed as sort of a stress relief thing. You can, because the curve of its beak is a good shape to sort of rest your thumb in for rubbing it. Can you hear that? Hold on. It's my thumb against the beak of the bird. Just thinking a wooden bird that you can bring out of its wooden state to do something. Need it to be something overpowered, but a wooden bird. So, awaken from wooden state. What does it do? I feel like it has to be something sort of on a cosmic level. Anything spicy, stone that explosion in Sentry, exactly. Hee. And of course my immediate thought was cheese makes it a stink bomb. So what can our wooden bird do? Oh, a literal nature god, but it thinks and behaves like an actual bird. Oh, that's really sweet. So it's like it's forgotten its god nature. I like this. I like this. I may try to get a short story out of this one at one point. I was just looking at my bird. My sweet bird. My sweet bird. Have I expressed to you how much I like sparrows? We've got lots of sparrows that live in the hedge in our front yard. And a huge number, so when we walk too close to them, they just all explode out of there at once, and yeah. They're so beautiful. Oh, As in, it can control forests and whatnot, but it's easily distracted by shiny things. Even if it's not this bird, I kind of like the idea of, you know, an animal companion being able to affect, you know, the gravitational pull of planets sort of thing. I'm not sure how helpful that is, but, you know, it just says overpowered animal companions. It doesn't say overpowered in a helpful way. Just have this animal companion who happens to be able to disrupt the gravitational pull of the sun or something. Yeah, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Yes, we never said it had to be useful. Oh dear. I'm sorry. Why do I have to keep yawning so much? Because you don't get enough sleep. That'll do it. That'll do it. So what kind of animal? Cosmic planet power! Sorry, my head was just going effect, affect, effect, affect. I know the difference, I just couldn't figure out the correct one for the context. In that particular moment in time. Time. I already had time a bit with the nightingale, but black hole doggo is in a literal black hole in the shape of a dog and behaves like a dog. Oh my goodness, that is so sweet. I love it. I love it. How do we affect our surrounds? Can it sort of turn on and off its black hole powers and sort of what's the word? Strengthen or weaken them as needed? Otherwise it would just suck all of its surrounds straight into it. Oh, and it doesn't have a face, it's just like a shadow. It is so sweet. Oh, how do you huggle this doggo? That seems important. How do you pet the doggo? Time and space are definitely warping around it. What kind of quest is it on, and how is it useful and or not useful? Is it just sort of... Did it just get created in the process of the quest and is now tagging along? That's kind of cute. I kind of want it to prove its worth by the end. Yeah, if it's like tagging along behind the quest party and time and space keep doing weird things, they have to give it a rule that you can't come within this far. You know, people come and imagine the puppy would still like treats. What kind of treats would the black hole doggy like? This far away from the quest party. It isn't just a cosmic mishap, and now it's decided its new owner is neat, so it follows them around. Its new owner is neat. I really like this. This is wonderful. You are not italicized. Now you are. Oh dear. Excuse me. I suppose this would be a really, you know, effective way to take care of an enemy army. Enemy arm? That too, but army. Oh, but how only affect enemies and not their own army. Or find a way to get their own army out and send the doggo in. Oh, supernova hummingbird. I'm sure I'm going to write BRB every time. Generally I don't, but I'm convinced every time this will be the time I type BRB. So, I take it we don't want this hummingbird to employ its powers. How does it know it's a supernova hummingbird if it's never supernovaed before? It feels it in its bones. Feels a little bit like the invisible boy from Mystery Men. You know, you can only turn invisible when no one's looking, so no one can sort of confirm his powers or not, but, you know, they're real. And then, at the end of the story, it goes supernova. Hopefully in a useful way. Or either a supernova in the shape of a hummingbird, or a hummingbird that can go supernova. Huh. Well, of course, I'm a fan of the black hole doggo, so of course I'd be a fan of the supernova that's actually a hummingbird. Why not both? Still trying to think of the best animal with the, you know, power to affect the gravity of celestial objects, but please do not ever do it. Oh, I heard a cough. Hopefully that's all it is. Sorry, it's like when I try to think of a song to sing and suddenly no songs exist. Try to think of an animal and no animals exist anymore. Okay. Generally animal companions, most of them that we see are fairly common animals, aren't they? What if it's just someone's horse that they're riding and this horse can randomly affect the gravity of celestial objects? Please don't. Keeps trying to please its master by showing it its awesome powers, but no. No. On stardust, and its singing is akin to sounds space apparently makes. Feeds on stardust. Where do we get the stardust? I hear we're all made out of stardust, so does that mean it eats us? Or eats anything? How about we try to think of some... You know, I love, you know, ridiculous ones, and I'm surprised, almost surprised we haven't got, you know, a dolphin with laser brains or something like that. But, I don't know. Overpowered magics that are actually really useful on quests. So, like, perfect navigation skills. Was it ability to conceal? Self and those around it. Huh. I know I ate a whole pepperoni pizza, but suddenly I need something salty to munch on. I'm just going to the kitchen to grab a snack. Some Dixie drumsticks. Yum, yum, yum. I think I've talked about these before. They're one of my favorite snacks when I was little, and they stopped making them for years and years and years and years. Then they suddenly appeared again, and I'm guessing another company bought it out. A time checker. Chick permanently shifting between its life stages, able to also affect other things and beings by manipulating time. Ooh, I like. Permanently shifts between life stages. Affects things around it. And environment too. Manipulating time. Is this sort of an active or a passive? Does it sort of happen without it meaning to, or does it consciously controlling this? Shifting is passive. Anything else its own terms. Oh, okay. I spelt it wrong. There we go. Keep thinking. I was thinking of something, but I think it's too close to sort of the black hole, being able to suck things in. What did we have? Okay, maybe just make one animal be sort of the perfect quester, and it can show up its master in every way. So the navigation skills, ability to conceal itself and those around it, tracking skills. Let's just navigation, tracking, concealment, etc. Constantly showing up its master. What animal should this be? I kind of want to make it a squirrel. Perfect squirrel quester. And it's just so, tail is so fluffy. Doesn't mean to show up its master. It just wants to help, and the master gets annoyed, but can't stay annoyed because it's Urkel's. Because it's so sweet and cute. I probably shouldn't have picked the snack that gets stuck in your teeth quite so much. Oh well. I just think maths. We need a maths genius. Maths genius octopus. Perfectly predict probability of success in each foray. Each. This is a very common word and I can't think of it. How do we carry this octopus around with us? Do we just have a tank on the back of a cart or something? Or is this an ocean quest? Someone throwing around an idea for a mosquito. It gets its powers from blood. That is very interesting. Oh dear. I hope one of its powers is invulnerability, because otherwise it's going to get smacked. Because I imagine members of that questing party are going to be smacking it constantly. So... blood it drinks. So I wonder whose blood it's drunk. Change your case as well. We can always go back to the idea, the rather unsettling idea of a overpowered magical companion pet shop, because yeah, most of these guys, some level of sentience. Definitely not good to have them in a shop. Oracle spider that uses its web to predict the future. Does it catch the mosquito in its web and then drink its blood and get the mosquito's powers? No, it's probably Nah. I ruined everything. Have that as a note. Is this Oracle spider? Is it sentient and can communicate I think we just sort of almost take for granted. We think that animal companions can communicate with their masters, but I don't think that's always the case. The octopus. We haven't had a monkey yet. Or the crow. Okay, let's just put monkey and crow here. What do we want our monkey and crow to be able to do? Oh, I just think the idea of a random spider somehow weaving its web and showing a different future event. As far as quests go, I suppose they could capture it and take it along. I suppose, yes, I do like the idea of an animal companion that's more useful or more integral to the party than its hero. And just pop that with the monkey, and we can figure out more about it. Writing heroes' mistakes without anyone noticing the hero. That's all the glory. Poor monkey. Poor monkey. But has to keep doing it, otherwise the world could end. Poor monkey. Seems like this is another supreme intelligence. I think you need something else too. Maybe a mind reader. I think that works. Speaking monkeys, and it understands all languages regardless of it being forgotten, dead, or even incompatible with its physique. Oh, that's really cool. Let's keep the mind read, but add that as well, because that's really cool. Really interesting. What should we do with our crow here? Would it just be mean to give it the no thoughts head empty? Repels all magical and mental attacks. So that's a little bit like the pet rock. A little bit. Should we get a little silly with our crow? It's a machine gun crow. Natural machine gun. Please stop me if you don't want this. Please do. What are they made of? Where are they stored? Where do they come from? I'm guessing it's some sort of magical organ that's bigger on the inside. Silly, perhaps a bit whimsical. Yeah, I guess overpowered. Some of them have to be ridiculous. Perfect. Let me just get the crow to cover me. I'm going in. Crow, cover me. That sort of thing. Wonder whether they got the sort of consistency of like a nut, but they're just fired so fast. They do a lot more damage. Clockwork crow, but naturally born. Its eggs are large metal orbs. Its chicks are wind up. Oh. And you're wind up crow chicks. It's so cute. I mean, so the parents have to keep them well wound up. It's very cute. There's probably a large... This was meant to be cute and funny, but now I'm just thinking crow gun trafficking. To outfit armies. And expertly designed. Thinking of spiders again, but we can go with something like... What is it? Where do we get silk from again? Is it cocoons? Is it silkworms? I can't quite remember. I should know this. I should know the cocoons of silkworms. Yes, so silkworm magical companions. A whole lot of them, and the silk that they make. This is getting a bit more like just magical animals, and it's less animal companion, so maybe it won't go with that. Silkworms, yes, thank you. Thank you. Why have I stopped moving? Hello? There I am. I'm thinking like a perfect distraction. Why did I just think riddles? Sorry, I was just waiting to see where my head went with that, but it didn't go anywhere in particular, so let's try something else. You should be italicized. For aesthetic reasons, if nothing else. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We've got a lot here, don't we? Many, many. Black hole doggo. It is so sweet. Dream silk is in anything that touches it. Daydreams. And said daydreams get designed into the silk. Oh. Let's give that a go. Again, it's sort of straying a little from Animal Companion, but still work. Still work. How would the doggo make the black holes? Oh, sorry, my keyboard. My keyboard. Expensive. I think the doggo is the black hole, and it sort of can release its black hole powers and sort of rein them in again. I'm guessing that's what's going on. Yes, I just thought this. I'm not sure how that sort of helps. I suppose it's definitely overpowered for a llama. I'm not sure how this contributes to a quest. I suppose, again, it doesn't have to. Very impressive. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! Kind of want an animal who's really good at cooking. Just takes care of all of the cooking on a quest. As in, you know, eating Michelin star style meals the whole time, and just from the surrounds. What kind of animal would be able to do that? Well, the llama can do extremely sick tricks with its bicycle to distract others. I suppose so. Yes, you just... Yep. Why is there a llama on a bike? It's a very effective distraction. What was I thinking? I've completely forgotten what I was thinking before I read about the llama's sick tricks. As in, completely forgotten. Oh, the cooking, that's right. So, you have to be an animal with... I was going to say it's got to be an animal with, you know, hands to do the cooking, but then I immediately thought, a mule! Expert mule chef. It's an animal companion, that's an expert cook. Yes, thank you. I suppose we could go traditional and say it's a rat. Not exactly traditional. Does Remy from Ratatouille count as an animal companion? I suppose technically he does, but he's kind of the main character too. But let's just pop him in there. I can't spell Ratatouille. Ratatouille. It won't give it to me. Ratatouille. No. Fine, I will look it up. Ratatouille. Yeah, I should have figured that. Except I still spelt it wrong, did I? Yes, I did. There we go. Ironically, I think the guy he controls to be the animal companion in that case. Yeah, probably. You should probably make a note there. What's his name again? Linguini. What animal should it be? Who's the expert chef? Quality meals. On the quest using only the available ingredients. All depends on how we define a companion. This is so. A sloth! Sloth it is. Oh dear. I think the quest is moving pretty slowly then. It's not in a particular hurry. Have to wait a while for their meals. Can we think for a little bit now of just sort of Disney princesses, and they tend to have animal companions that they never seem to be particularly useful, but they're there and they're cute, so let's make them integral to the story. Like, it's always cooking slowly, but by the time a meal is supposed to be had, it's already done. Aww. Well, yeah, but it's hard for it to cook when they're on the move, though. I really do need an animation of, you know, putting the pen between the upper lip and the nose. Like by breakfast it's making lunch, and by lunch it's making afternoon snack, and so on. Okay. Okay. Yes, so let's go with new and improved Disney princess style animal companions. Oh dear. Excuse me, sorry. I need to stretch. Oh dear. That was my spine. That was my spine. I'm not sure it's supposed to make that sound. But I find the fact that I can still move all of my limbs to be reasonably encouraging. Even thinking about, you know, what is it, the chicken in Moana and the chameleon in Entangled, and what is it, the little animals in Pocahontas, and I suppose the animal companions in Mulan sort of play a much bigger role, the animated one. They're normally just sort of there because Disney princesses need to have an animal companion.
companion. But yes.
Seconds from disaster?
Why are we seconds from disaster? Should Blue be concerned? Blue is concerned. Blue is now very concerned. Ah.
Why does my model keep jerking like that? It is strange.
Oh dear. So, we need animal companions who are actually helpful and are integral to the story, not just there. Oh, regarding the spine, of course.
Of course. Of course.
Sorry. And I'm yawning again. I'm sorry. I think in the past brainstorming streams have gone on and on and on and on. I'm just so tired. We may have to call it soon. I'm so sorry. Dearie me. Sleep. 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 Like we need some sort of sleep power. Sleep. So what could animal companions do to be integral to the story? It'd be nice if they had their own story arcs. That'd be nice. I suppose the Pegasus in Hercules seems to have his own story arcs and a huge personality and be reasonably integral to the story. More like the horse from Hercules. Pegasus, that is his name. Pegasus the Pegasus. Well, actually, I suppose in Cinderella as well, all the animals are very useful. I suppose there is a mix then. There's a mix of ones that just seem to be there and those who are very actually useful. Useful animal companions. Nice in Cinderella. Pegasus from Hercules. I spelled Pegasus wrong. Okay, you just wanted it capitalized. Okay. Okay. I guess if we want important animal companions, we can always adapt Journey to the West. I think Journey to the West, all I can think is Grey Havens in Lord of the Rings. Journey to the West. Oh, is that, monkey? Yes, of course, monkey. Just... Sorry, the amount I'm spacing out right now. I'm so sorry. Too much apologizing. Too much apologizing. Because I'm spacing out so much, maybe I'll just try to think of an idea using one of these and just jot a few more ideas down. Then we may have to call it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The of tiredness. I really wish I could focus better and get more done. I think I said I'd wanted to try the wooden bird, but we didn't think too much about that, so... Oh, in a dark twist, there's the folk legend of Drektekwa, the shoemaker. Tasked with slaying the Wawel dragon, he took a sheep, stuffed it with sulfur, and gave it to the dragon to eat. The poor sheep! Ah! Poor sheep. Now I want a sheep animal companion. I want the sheep. Why am I frozen again? Hello? It was so spicy for the dragon that it drank so much water from the distillery river it just exploded. Oh dear. Oh dear. Too spicy. Too spicy. That's the second time we've had spicy and explosions so far. Now I want a sheep. I want a sheep. I want a sheep. Oh, I hope someone writes about the mammoth. It's so cute. I love the little mammoth. Could we have possibly Schrodinger's sheep? Schrodinger's cat, but make it a sheep. So I did want to think a little bit more about the how a Schrodinger's cat and or a Schrodinger's sheep might work. Does this not mean I need to do more research to make it as accurate as possible? Maybe. Schrodinger's cat. A sheep that's simultaneously sheared yet woolly. Well, they'd never run out then, would they? Again, I've said it several times. We never said they have to be useful, just overpowered. But how do we make the sheared and woolly at the same time? But how do we make it overpowered? Overpowered. Schrodinger's sheep. Schrodinger's sheep. Oh dear. Sheep. I want my sheep. I want my sweet sheep. Think about my sheep. So. How else will it work? Well, that means it's, yes, constantly bored. I can only think of electric sheep that is in a cloud as its wool. Well, sheep are associated with sleep and dreams. I was wondering about sleep. So more possibilities for the sheep. Sleep. Sorry, I think I was knocking into the microphone then. So many of the ones that I'm thinking of are more just like useful animal companions as opposed to overpowered animal companions. But I suppose any use can be overpowered if it is overused. So maybe that ensures the party gets proper sleep every night. How can this power be overpowered? Could it put an entire city to sleep? Army, country, world to sleep. Sheep just puts the whole world to sleep, except the questers. But for how long? Does it have any effect on dreams at the same time? Has anybody read or seen Sheep Detectives? I've heard about it. I really want to see it. Any being who rests on its wool can fall asleep. Aww. Good healing sleep. Can exert its powers in other ways, but the wool has an effect. So I'd say the wool has a passive effect, but sheep can exert an active effect as well. Okay, so I need a story for this sheep. I like this sheep. Okay. How did stars, in case this is the story of how they become an animal companion, sheep become an animal companion? Like, is this an origin story, or are we well into the quest? Sorry, made me thinking of a sheep. You can give people such good sleep. Like, I would love this sheep. I would treasure this sheep so much. I mean, particularly, can it give perfect rest in a shorter time? But there's probably, I know they're overpowered, but there's still got to be some caveats, so starts losing effect. Now we're starting to sound like an overpowered sheep. Have I told you about my toy lamb? When I was going to move to Japan, I decided I wasn't going to take any sort of softy toys with me. I think, no, I lie. I was taking my tiny beanbag stuffed unicorn. But I wasn't taking any of my other softies because, you know, I was only allowed one suitcase and I cannot stuff the suitcase with softies. But when we were in the airport waiting, the mother and father library randomly bought me a toy sheep. And so the sheep went with me to Japan. Can you guess what I named her? I named her Clarice. Silence of the Lambs is a good film. It's yes, rather murdery and questionable in some of its representation, but yes, Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster, that's her name. I'm like, what's her name? She's amazing. What's her name? It's Jodie Foster. Yes, very good performances, very good. Or we could be a species of sheep one of the questers raises, such as a family or childhood pet. Ah. possibility, and so it was always raised, believing it would have its quest one day. But maybe its sleep powers are a bit different from the others. Sleep! Okay, I'll go to sleep soon. We could always just put them in the Magical Companion pet shop. Or maybe they were raised by a quester, expecting to join a quest with them one day, but then I don't know, the sheep farm goes under and they put them all in the pet shop. Sheep Companion farm goes under. Winds up in pet shop. Oh dear, this is becoming more of a tragic backstory. Of a demo of putting the world to sleep. Walks through sleeping city with sheep. Oh, but then I'm just thinking, you know, Master being very impressed by the ability, but going back to the pet shop and the sheep waking everyone up and then saying, yes, it's very impressive. I don't like the color though. Can we try one of the different colored sheep? Okay. We're approaching one. I know some other lovelies might come a bit later, but I think I need to stop. I can't trust myself streaming right now. I'm too tired. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But 2 hours isn't too bad. And we came up with some cool animals. Does anyone have any ideas for a short story they could write? I will work on my sheep. I will work on my sheep. Is anyone claiming an animal or a power? Who wants the mammoth? Who wants the pet rock with googly eyes? I suppose if the if the sheep's in the pet shop, we could see some of the others. Maybe it has the ability to dream walk, as in traverse one person's dream to another. Oh, that is so useful. Yeah, maybe the sheep's plural. Give me a second. The powers of the sleep sheep vary. Could have weak powers in multiple, very strong powers in 1 or 2. I think our sheep is just overpowered in every way, but a late bloomer. No sign of powers as a lamb. Understandable. Take a race. Also, that's take a race. Take a race. No race. No race. Take a rest. Thank you. Also, that's all right. We get some rest. Thank you. And yes, the plural of sheep is sheep. Yeah. Why am I frozen again? Sorry. Yes. You can tell I'm tired having the problem with sheep. The sheep issue. The sheep issue. Yes, please do let me know of your story ideas and such in the Discord. You can always chat about your ideas. Also, we are now members of the Lore Alliance over MacGuffins. Did we decide we preferred the Lore Alliance? So we may have to come up with an alternative to MacGuffins You Write. Lore Alliance You Write doesn't quite have the same ring to it, sadly. Lore You Write? Lore You Write. We can think about it. And yes, I was thinking 2 months might be a good time, except 2 months is the 2 months I wanted to try to write my write a novel, but I don't know whether to try it or not. I just don't know whether it's sensible. Well, it's definitely not sensible, but I just don't know whether to try it anyway. So I may not have my short story done by then, but it's not fair for me to expect you to have any short stories done by then when I'm not going to have it finished by then. Now go rest against your own sleep, sheep, and have some pleasant dreams. Well, maybe I will dig Clarice out. That's a good idea. Thank you. I do like sheep. They are so soft and fluffy. There's a song about sheep. A kid's song from when I was little. By Don. Whose surname I forget. Spencer. Don Spencer. Sheep are cute, sheep are beaut, sheep are soft and curly. But when I take them into town, I have to start up early. 'Cause they never go the way I want, so I need someone to help me. I just give a whistle, and I call for Bob the Kelpie. Also, Blue's really good at whistling. I should show you one time. Hi, Blue. Hello, Uno. Hello. I'm just about to stop due to excessive tiredness. I am so very sorry. Shall we just go quickly through what we've done so you can see all of our wonderful animal companions? Yes, first we listed some famous animal companions. Yay! They are mostly cats, you will notice. Mostly cats. Though we do have Jake the dog, and we've got the immortal snail from the internet. Oh, and we've got Remy from Ratatouille, although we were wondering whether Linguini is more of the animal companion than Remy. Wondering about a pet shop for magical animal companions, which seems highly unethical to Blue. It does. This is the very generic idea that I wrote down before we started the stream. The nightingale with healing powers. We have a kitten with an affinity for blades. And decided that it wields a Muramasa blade in its mouth. And it possibly has epic duels with an evil rat in a video cassette. We don't need to go into more detail there. And the mammoth, I love the teeny tiny mammoth that is ridiculously strong and heavy. It's so sweet. It's so sweet and cute and pocket-sized, but it could crush your bones to dust. Who else have we got? The evil rat spirit from the board game. Let's pass that one. Schrodinger's cat, which I wondered could also be Schrodinger's sheep, which I am turning into my short story idea from this one. But yes, a magical companion cat who can be both dead or alive at the same time. And I was wondering, what are the implications of this? We have our wonderful pet rock with googly eyes. Immune to everything. But it's pretty much just a rock. A pocket dimension kangaroo who possibly travels around with a merchant. They store everything in the pouch. In case that wasn't implicit. We talked about that word recently. In case that wasn't implicit in the pocket dimension kangaroo title. We have a whale who can swim through all terrains, so through the air and through the sea, but also through land, and it makes eternal liquidy, which I found mildly and or slightly more than mildly creepy, just imagining what that looks like. A companion ant army for use in espionage. Hooray. A super intelligent and also very petty raccoon. the obligatory exploding ferret, and the effects of the explosion depend on what it has most recently consumed. So yes, spicy equals incendiary. An idea for a wooden bird, but I didn't go into it too much. Kind of just it's a god of nature, but it's pretty much a bird as well. The black hole doggo! Actual black hole, but now behaves and is in the shape of a dog. He's so sweet. And we decided, we decided the black hole doggo has fairly good control over its powers. Otherwise, everything will be destroyed immediately. We have a supernova hummingbird, which is either a supernova that is in the shape of a hummingbird or a hummingbird that can explode like a supernova. A horse which can affect the gravity of celestial objects, but we really don't want it to. Keeps trying to, but we don't want it to. It keeps saying, no, bad horsey. Do not use your incredibly dangerous powers. We have a lovely time chicken that shifts between its life stages and can affect the time around it. We got a squirrel who is better at everything than we are. But it's also really sweet. A maths genius octopus, a mosquito that gets power from the blood that it drinks. We have the oracle spider, who predicts the future in its web. We've got the crow, who is also a machine gun. That one was Blue's idea. Ooh, and the lovely idea was added that it could actually be a natural clockwork. We have a monkey who is extremely intelligent, a mind reader, and an all-speaker who is actually the hero of the quest and sort of has to save everything from the buffoon of a hero. A buffoon. Is that the name of the story now? The baboon and the buffoon. We have a silkworm colony that produces dream silk. We have a llama who can ride a bike. Very good distraction. The sloth chef. Excellent meals just from the ingredients around them. And yeah, manages to stay ahead. Talked briefly about Disney princess animal companions. Here's our list. A list of potential animals and powers. And here's my thoughts on my sheep. I want my magical sheep animal companion. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to use them yet. I don't know if it's going to be a full-on origin story or whether we'll just flick back to the beginning times of the sheep. I think it's probably better for the short story to be on the quest. And you know, short stories work well when they sort of build up to a climax and end just after the climax, before the resolution. So I'll figure it out. Like these sleep sheep, many different powers. Not all of the sheep have the same sleep powers, and different strengths, but this is meant to be overpowered animal companions, so this sheep is ridiculously overpowered. It makes everyone so very sleepy. Blue would like to have this sheep as her own animal companion. I still haven't properly decided who Blue's animal companion is. I'd been thinking of like an owl kitty, but now I'm wondering, sheep? 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 Do we want a sheep in the library, or do we want an owl kitty? Sheep or owl kitty? Sheep or owl kitty? You know, owl kitty like a griffin with a tiny owl and a kitty. Okay. Let us jump. Jumping. I am too small. There we go. That's better. That was a nice little brainstorming session. I'm sorry Blue was not more exciting today. There were lots of long pauses as her brain went, drifty. Wait, what were we talking about? There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that. Oh, goodness me. So yes, I will probably, why are my eyebrows going up and down like that? I'm sure I'm not quite that expressive, particularly not one going up when the other is not. What is going on? What is going on? Blue can't raise one eyebrow. It's always both at the same time. I cannot raise one, yet I'm sure that just happened. Oh, Blue briefly be the tiny woolly mouse. So small. So small. Blue can be small. Blue can be small. Hello. Blue peeps. Blue peeps. Hello. Hello. Blue peeps. But now Blue is large. Large Blue. Hee hee. Oh dear. So yes, if you did come across any animal companion overpowered ideas that speak to you, please do consider writing a small piece. It can be as small or as large as you like. Well, as large as you like. Please don't spend too much time writing a novel unless you are planning on using this novel for yourself in other ways. I do not want to take up too much of your time, unless you enjoy me taking up your time, in which case, go for it! No. Oh, bad luck, Blue. But, yes. The sheep is mine. Do not touch Blue sheep. You're allowed to touch Blue sheep. You're allowed to write a sheep story too, if that's what you want to do. And then we can compare sheepy notes. Oh no. I feel like after this one we've got to do that alcohol and ghosts one that we thought of ages ago. What was it? It was like spirits on tap or something. But just a combination of alcohols and ghosts. What happens when you put alcohols and ghosts together? So maybe that should be our next one. But yes, I will try to figure out the exact date we can have this reading stream so you know what to write for. And again, if you're concerned about the writing, about it being too much, just aim for 100 words, aim for 50 words. It does not have to be long. It can just be a really sweet paragraph about this animal companion having cosmic powers but just wanting to snuggle with its master, or something like that. Okay, let me turn off the background music before I forget. Oh, I still mostly just have half a voice, but should be better than last time anyway. Thank you so much for streaming with me. I'm sorry, you only caught the end. It's, yeah. Again, normally with the brainstorming streams, it went on for a fair bit longer, but tiredness levels. They are slightly overwhelming at this time. I do apologize. I'm sorry. And I give the same I'm sorry to the small ones as well, because, yeah, it's a lot of Blue just being unable to move for most of the morning these days. Not great. But at least I'm staying mostly on top of the kitchen and the laundry. That's something. In any case, thank you so much for streaming with Blue today. I hope you had some fun, even though Blue was slightly woozy with tiredness. And wherever you are in the world, good night to you, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and I hope the rest of your day is absolutely lovely, because that's what you deserve. You do. Oh, for the money that here I had, I have spent it in good company. Oh, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass,
good night, and joy be to you all. Thank you so much. I got here late, but thanks for the stream. It's always nice to hear your voice. Thank you so much. You're all always so welcome here. There's always VODs. I'm sure Blue would be very good at helping people get to sleep. Except when she goes, ah, 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 and that's kind of hard to predict. So maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. See you, Blue. See you. See you. See you. See you. Thank you so much again. And night, 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 night. And until next time, bye bye. Bye bye.